This is Nick up here in Rochester, New York. Today we have a 2009 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. This car has 77,000 miles on the odometer and comes from a small village police department in the suburbs of Rochester. Overall, the car is in very nice shape. As with any former police cruiser, you will be able to find some issues with it. Physically, the body on this car looks very nice. There are going to be some scratches on it. Just some little stuff here and there. It's nothing to get too excited about. Little stuff like that right there. And get back around the other side. There's a little dent in the driver's door and a couple scratches in the passenger door. This one right here is really kind of hard to see, but you really can only see it from when you're looking at it dead on. A little tough to see on camera here, but it is there. And there's a bunch of scratches in the back door here, mostly from the officer leaning against the car with his gun belt. You're going to find it does have a plug in the roof and a couple antenna bases that are still there. It does still have the spotlight on it. Tires in this car are in fair condition. The odometer on this car is 77,467 miles. As with a lot of these cars, the mileage does tend to be dim on it, but it does show up. Second issue with the instrument cluster is it does occasionally lose power. Another common issue with these cars, there's a few guys on eBay that fix them. You just send them the cluster and they fix it and make sure it works all the time and send it back to you. And anywhere between $100 and $200 if you decide to even have it done. TPMS light is on in this car. Put my seatbelt on and the seatbelt light will go off here. We'll take this car around the block and show you how well it handles. Now, I do have all the service records that were provided on this car, and they will come with it. One of the most recent and most notable things that were done to it is this car had a complete transmission overhaul at 68,000 miles. And the receipt on that is in there as well. So the transmission in this car only has about 9,000 miles on it. Overall, the car drives fairly well. Brakes feel good, car stops nice and straight. See if we can get her up to about 40 miles an hour here. And driving down the road, the steering wheel is turned slightly to the left. This car does have cruise control. It does have the factory CD player in it. Interior condition of the car is fairly good. There is going to be a couple of holes in the dash. I can see about 2 of them from where I'm sitting. But they didn't do too much to this inside. As with most, it's missing the cup holder and just little stuff like that. This does have adjustable pedals, power seat, and the power lumbar support. Overall, these cars drive well, they handle well, and they are absolutely bulletproof. These cars are built to handle pretty much anything you can throw at them and be easily serviceable along the way. So you stop on the brakes. ABS works the way it's supposed to. we start it again. Go around and show you briefly that there is some additional wear on the driver's seat of this car. A little bit on the bottom, a little more on the back of it. That's pretty much what you'll find there. It's got their vinyl floor in it like most of them do. You can see the top of the dashboard in this one is still in nice shape. There's 2 holes here on top of it from where they mounted their radar gun, and just 2 of them right here. Back seat in this car was never in it till they took it out of service. This had a hard plastic back seat in it, so this back seat has really never been sat in. Now, the only other little issue that's going on with this car at the moment is when the car is running, there is a bit of a smell of antifreeze under the hood. It looks to me like it's leaking around the bottom of the thermostat housing. It's not leaking profusely. At this point, it's just weeping a little bit. This car is likely going to need an intake gasket. Just want to let you know that up front, just in case you plan to fly in and drive it home. Other than that, that's the only mechanical issue on the car worth noting. Otherwise, this car is nice, clean, straight and solid, and ready for the road. If you have any questions about this car, you can reach me here in Rochester, New York at 585-943-5967. Be glad to answer any questions you may have on this car. Thanks for watching.